Yeah, I know. What is your name again? Oh crap. What is up, my friends? Welcome back to your average gent. My name is Evan. A person's name is to that person the sweetest and the most important sound in any language, by Dale Carnegie. So you can only imagine how important it is to remember a person's name after you have met them. Think about it. What kind of message are you sending to the person if you forget his or her name? You're basically telling them that they're not important or you don't care about them, which is not true, I hope. But I get it. Names are sometimes super hard to remember, especially if you're meeting a lot of people. But I got your back. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you 6 super simple tricks to remember someone's name like a pro. Without further ado, let's begin. Now, trick number 1 is all about repeating the name. When someone tells me his or her name, what I like to do is to immediately repeat their name back to them. For example, "Hey man, nice to meet you. My name is John." "Hey, pleasure to meet you, John. My name is Evan." And then you can also repeat their name during the conversation. For example, "That is wonderful, man. So, tell me, John, what do you like to do for fun besides work?" When you constantly repeat their name during the conversation, your brain will register their name more and more, and it will be easier for you to remember their name. Now, of course, you shouldn't overdo it and repeat their name in every sentence that you say. "Oh, so where do you work, John?" "Oh, really, John? Oh, that's awesome, John." That will make you sound like a creep. Be moderate. But I know sometimes you just get caught up in the conversation and you just totally forget about the other person's name. If this is the case, do not be afraid or embarrassed to ask the other person again before you guys part ways. By the way, I'm sorry, I lost your name. Your name is...
Name is John.
Yeah, John. It was nice meeting you, man. Hope to see you again, John. Remember to repeat their name at the end and make sure to remember their name next time when you meet them. Now, the second trick to remember someone's name is to ask about their name. Ask them, what does their name mean? This works really well if you're meeting someone who does not have an English name. And you could ask them what their name means in their native language. Wow, what a unique name. I have never heard of it before. May I ask, what does your name mean in your native language? And while the person explains to you what his or her name means, it gives you more time to focus on their name and register it in your brain. I always like to ask what their name means whenever I meet someone with a Chinese name. And take my Chinese name as an example. My Chinese name is Xu Hui. And Xu means the rising sun in Mandarin, and Hui means the brilliance. So my Chinese name basically means the brilliance of the rising sun. Pretty cool, huh? Now, the third trick to remember someone's name is to spell it out. For example, "Nice to meet you, John. It is John with the J-O-N or J-O-H-N. Oh, J-O-H-N. Okay. It works really well if you get names with a lot of spelling variations like John, Jackie, Sean, Brian. Actually, quite a lot of names have spelling variations. Similar to repeating the names, spelling the names out will help to register the name into your brain more easily. Sometimes I just like to spell the name back to them even if there's no variations. "Oh, nice to meet you, Tony. T-O-N-Y, right? Got it." It works. Now, the fourth trick to remember anyone's name is to associate that person's name to your friend or a celebrity that shares the same name. For example, if the person's name is Bill and you immediately think of Bill Gates, and then you can just associate the person with Bill Gates. Association is a really powerful way for your brain to remember things. It is easier to associate Bill Gates' face to the Bill that you have just met than to just associate the name Bill to the Bill that you just met. if that makes sense. Anyway, by associating the person that you have just met with your friend or a celebrity with the same name will make it easier for your brain to remember their name. That is what I'm saying. Last but not least, the fifth and final trick to remember anyone's name. This one is a little bit sneaky, but it works like a charm, and that is to add them on their social media accounts before the two of you leave. You could add them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, depending on which one is more appropriate. If it is a corporate networking event, you could even exchange name cards. And voila! Minimum effort required. And there you go, 5 simple ways to remember anyone's name. Repeating the person's name during the conversation, ask the person what their name means, spelling out their name, associate the person with a friend or a celebrity that shares the same name, and adding them on social media. And that is it for this week's video. If you like this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, my friends, I will see you guys next week.